Good morning everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Green Side Up. I've been starting work on my next set of no dig raised beds. This is the second set, and I say set because I'm doing them in pairs, and that's for a reason that will become apparent later in the year. But for the moment I'm doing these in pairs, and what I've been doing is spending some time this morning with a bit of setup just to get my levels right. I've now got this one in level and I've got it staked. I'm just going to knock these stakes in a little bit more, fix it, and then everything will come off level off that. That will be my datum point. This is 3 foot from the last beds, and the pair of beds themselves will have a 2 foot bed in the middle, and the beds are 4 foot wide, 16 foot long, can't quite remember. So we're going to crack on with that. I'll do filming as and when I feel it's relevant, and show you basically how I get on with this. Right, so I'm just string lining this down now from the upper beds, and just move it in and out until it just touches and it gives you an idea of square, and we're about there. So I'll move on from there. Here's my tape measure now, and I'll 3, 4, 5 it. So what I've done here is I've got a mark. If you use the 3, 4 and across will be 5. On the outside edges I've gone with 600mm, and then 800mm down there. Put your tape on the mark, and that should be the 5, which is 1000mm, and that's bang on. So I'm happy with that, that's square. Last thing I've got to do is test for level. It's out on level. I have put a pivot screw in here just to hold it at the right height with this first board, so I can now pivot this end up, because it needs to come up a bit to get to get level. So I'll do that. I'll knock a stake in, bring this up, stake it, and then this corner is then square and level. I hope that makes sense. There we go, nice square level, brilliant. Right, I've got about another hour's work on this. I'm going to finish fixing up these boards, stake them, put the next boards on, and then get it all tight, check it all round for levels. That end isn't fixed on yet, that needs doing as well. But I thought I'd explain what I'm doing with these, because those who watched the last one being built, I wrapped it in plastic. Now it's all been painted with this stuff, Ronseal Shed and Fence Preserve, because it was recommended to me as a good exterior paint. So I painted all of it with this, but as I know from previous outdoor applications and building beds and stuff, it's never enough. So I wrap everything in plastic, as I have with the beds up there and with my main no dig beds, the 8er that's behind the camera over there. But somebody mentioned, I think it was David, that scaffold boards should be tannalised before they go into use. So I've taken that on board, and if these are tannalised, because these are relatively new boards, if they're tannalised and I've painted on top of them, they should be preserved and protected. So I'm not going to wrap this two beds here. I'm going to leave them nude, so to speak, and we'll see over a period of years, see which rots first. I know they will rot eventually, so we'll see how we go with not wrapping these. I have got plastic. I've got plastic down here I can use. I could wrap them before I fill them up, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I would like to see, I'm interested in it now, just to see how it works. And if it means I have to replace these 2 years earlier, then so be it, you know, then I'll know that wrapping them in plastic is worth it. So that's where we're up to with this now. I would love to be able to finish these beds off as I want to be able to do right now, but unfortunately, as in all things, and like same as many people, you never always have the money all at once, and it's going to take a bit of money to get these finished off. And I am going to be adding something to these beds after the compost is in, which I think changes the whole game and the whole way that people will vegetable garden in the future. I mean, you'd always think that of your own ideas, you'd always think they're the best, you know, since sliced bread, but I do genuinely think this is a brilliant idea and a step forward, and any serious veg grower will probably want to imitate it in some way or use it, which is brilliant. That's fine, I don't have an issue or a problem with that, but I just think it's so game changing, and yeah, it certainly is for me, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get it finished. B, I can't wait to use it myself, and C, I can't wait for you guys to see it as well. Now, the money situation, it's going to be December, maybe even into January, before I've got the resources to finish these two sets of 2 no dig raised beds. but I think it'd be well worth you seeing it. And the best way, you know, the usual pitch you get from YouTubers is to subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all, then you won't miss my content, and then you won't miss when I finish these off. And if you're a serious veg grower, I think you're going to want to see it. So that's my pitch. The little button's just down here, just give it a click, and we're right. Anyway, that's it for today. Please look after yourselves, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ra now.